Mike Tyson accumulated over $300 million during his boxing career, yet by 2003, he filed for bankruptcy with $30 million in debt. Curious, this exposes a paradox about how we view money. The intense drive to acquire wealth serves no purpose if our ability to manage it is entirely broken. We see this exact math play out on a smaller scale every day. Looking at this chart comparing income brackets, 1 out of every 10 Americans earning over $100,000 a year is still living paycheck to paycheck. When an individual earns well above the average cost of living, yet reaches the end of the year with zero net gain, we have to ask why. If massive income alone cannot prevent financial ruin, the societal rule that says just make more money is missing a variable. You've probably heard internet gurus villainize the standard 9-to-5 job, calling it a rat race to guilt you into buying their courses. A real rat race is living continuously on the financial edge, being one missed paycheck or a single health crisis away from complete ruin. To escape it, we have to look at money accurately. It isn't an arbitrary number or an evil force. Money is strictly an expression of value. As you look at this model, you can see how value flows. It enters your life when you produce something, usually through labor at a job, and it drains right out the moment you consume something, like a streaming subscription or a car payment. Escaping the financial edge does not require you to quit your job. It requires you to master the flow of this value, so it stops draining away. Your entire relationship with money can be mapped by this simple equation. Your production minus your consumption equals your net wealth. For most people, even high earners like Tyson, the fatal flaw that destroys their net worth almost always lies in that consumption variable. We fail to manage our consumption because of a cognitive glitch known in behavioral finance as the ostrich effect. The ostrich effect causes us to actively avoid negative financial information. It is the literal dread you feel in your stomach when you refuse to check your bank balance after a weekend of spending. As long as your brain successfully tricks you into ignoring your spending habits out of fear, your wealth equation is mathematically destined to hit zero. Then we have to contend with hyperbolic discounting. This is our hardwired tendency to heavily favor immediate rewards over larger payoffs in the future. Your brain craves the instant dopamine hit of buying a new pair of shoes today, entirely dismissing the abstract delayed gratification of putting that cash into a long-term investment. Compound that with peer pressure. We buy expensive luxury items not for their actual utility, but simply to emulate our neighbors and secure social approval. You have to ask yourself, do you care more about appearing wealthy to other people or actually possessing wealth behind closed doors? The immediate behavioral antidote is tracking your numbers. You have to draw strict, objective awareness to your spending through journaling and budgeting. True financial defense means actively fighting your own biology. You must combat the urge for comfort, status, and instant gratification to ensure you actually live below your means. Budgeting stops the financial bleeding, but extreme frugality is often the only strategy mass-market personal finance influencers will ever teach you. Experts like Dave Ramsey have built massive audiences by pushing a highly frugal, debt-free lifestyle. Yet a multi-millionaire influencer does not reach an estimated net worth of $55 million strictly by clipping coupons or skipping morning coffees. They achieved extreme wealth by attacking the opposite side of the equation. They utilized a means of mass production to scale their income exponentially. Defensive frugality will only prevent you from losing the rat race. Massive, offensive production is required to actually win it. In a standard job, your production trades labor for money, strictly capped by the hours in your day. Scaled production decouples your labor from time entirely. It happens when you identify a problem and distribute the solution to a massive audience all at once. This scale requires a vehicle. That might look like building software, creating media, or utilizing modern mass distribution networks. While the entrepreneurial route isn't for everyone, the internet provides a landscape for nearly anyone to find a vehicle that scales their specific skills. To definitively escape the financial edge, you must ruthlessly defend your baseline by mastering your consumption, while relentlessly attacking your ceiling by scaling the value you produce for the world.